Hello everyone, this is Xterminator, and we are going to be doing another Starcraft 2 cast here. So this is between myself and ATX, so a Zerg vs Terran, and he's going to be over here, in the, I don't really know how to classify that as top or bottom, but the left's kind of bottom, and I'm in the top kind of, or right kind of top. And we're making little faces here, but this is it's like a 20-minute game, so I'll probably do it in 2 parts, but it's pretty good. I think I'm like, oh god, is this guy in Gold League? Because lately I'd been having a lot of problems with losing to people who were like much better than me, but luckily he wasn't. And I go a different build here. That's part of the reason why I wanted to show it, and also it's just a pretty good game. But I don't know how many of you actually like keep track with Starcraft stuff or whatever, but I go kind of I guess you could say a variant of the Spinishawa Ice Fist, I think it's called, build. Sorry if I'm wrong, but basically what it is it's like a 13 pool, 13 hatch. This is what I went. That's why it's kind of a variant, because I don't follow it exactly. But yeah, it's the 13 pool, 13 hatch. So you see I'm saving up here, and I'm a little late sending this down. This should have already been down here, but oh well. At my level of play, mistakes like that don't make a huge difference. And yeah, and then I throw this down, but I cancel it because the other part of this build is what you do is, like, once your expansion's up and you have a good amount of drones at it, you throw up all 4 geysers at once here. And it's pretty interesting because you have really late speed upgrade, but it seems to work out pretty well, and I'll show you here because you get to see how I hold off a push without many units, and it works pretty well, especially on like bigger maps like this. I wouldn't try it on like Zelnaga Caverns or something. That would be disastrous. But he has 1 barracks up here researching stim. That is well, I guess that's a kind of normal time stim, maybe even a little late. And throwing up a 2nd barracks here. I sent my drone over here to Scatterhound. He's just sitting there chilling, you know, looking at the scenery of the gas, although that wouldn't be a very good sight. But either way, I just kind of leave it here to well, first just to see if he had an expansion already, which I didn't think he would, and then just like I can kind of see when he moves out and just send him right up here and scout. So you see I'm making a 2nd queen. I'm basically just droning here. If we look right now, we're even in the drone count. I have a little more income. Well, actually not really. It's about the same, but you'll see within about a minute or so I should shoot ahead in harvesters, because that's really all I'm doing. And there you go. You see I grab all 4 geysers at once, because, you know, 5.5 minutes into the game, I don't have speed yet. But he's throwing an engineering bay. Now this is really smart. He's throwing an engineering bay here. Well, I'm not actually sure why he put that there, but he's putting this supply depot here, which is really smart. And a lot of Terrans don't do this, and it's really, I mean, it's not that inconvenient, and it helps because a lot of times, you know, you'll like maybe Overlord drop or more like Nidus worm into here, and then the Terran's screwed. But with this here, he can scout, or if like mutas fly by, and later on I think he does actually scout my mutas with that. So that is something you should definitely take into consideration. Yeah, and here you go. You see I'm 4 harvesters ahead, and on the production, I'm not making a whole ton, but I am throwing down a spine crawler, and all I have is 4 zerglings. I made more, and then you see I'm just droning up even more. And he's stocking up on Marines here. He has 2, 4, 6, 8. He has 9. and getting a Marauder, which, I don't know, I wouldn't disagree with this decision, but I'm not sure it's the best at this point, because he hasn't, well, I don't know. I guess you could go either way with it, because at this time in the game, I could have roaches, and Marauders are obviously a great counter to roaches, but I don't think, yeah, he scouted like nothing, so as far as he knows, I don't have roaches, and all he knows I have is Zerglings, and Marauders are obviously not good against Zerglings at all, especially if the Lings get a surround. They're like just useless hunks of metal. Sorry guys. That would be pretty cool. Wouldn't that be cool to just like be in one of these suits? That would kick ass. Like, I don't even know. That would just be so cool. But anyway, he now has 3 racks and throwing down an expansion and 2 bunkers. So he is actually, I'm surprised, well actually I won't say that, but he is playing quite well. Like during the game I didn't realize like all of what he was doing, because you usually don't, but he this is smart, throwing up 2 bunkers, expanding when he moves out. That's really what you should do with any race. And let's look at the AP, and that's not what I wanted. Mine spikes for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, you see I have almost double the harvesters he has, and that's what this build does. And I see it coming, and you'll see I'm producing Lings, and oh, and I threw down 2 Evos and got upgrades. But I hold this off with just a handful of Lings, 3 Queens, and a Spine Crawler, and that's the beauty of this build. If you do it right, and you produce the Lings like you should, because Zerg is the most reactionary race. If you do that, you can hold it off, and you see I lost basically nothing. I lost 1 queen, which can easily be remade. And I'm not sure actually why I'm making more Zerglings, because there's not much of a threat, but I don't know why I'm doing that. But you do see I threw down the dual Evo chambers, and I'm starting to get upgrades, and that's a really good thing to do, is get these as soon as you can, because it really will help later on. And you see, where is it? Here we go. I'm throwing up a Spire and a Baneling Nest. My Baneling Nest